that it didn't matter because the day that I pleaded no contest to Marion, there was a big write-up in the front page about the cops doing their movie anyway. So it didn't make a difference. Too late, I already said it.
So why do you think, I mean, I know
because they convinced me that the cops would not be able to do their movie, have any access to this movie because they needed the trials to go through.
But why do you think Aileen and Steve would want you to plead guilty?
Aileen and Steve have both suggested how I could kill myself. That's not very motherly, is it?
Well, kill yourself while you're in this institution?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they both suggested it. It's not very motherly nor very lawyerly, is it? And even giving me some ideas. So that's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. I know they're not on my side. But it's too late. Now all I need to do is slide through the rest of these stupid trials, go Dixie, find me a real good detective and a real good investigative reporter to go out and figure out what's going on find out that I'm telling the truth and they're lying, and find the evidence. And once you've got evidence, I can get a new trial, and I need to go to a new trial through the Supreme Court.
And what about before all this happened? Did you...
You mean before the crimes themselves?
Yeah.
I was doing fine until Tyra told me start going to see strangers and make more money. That's how I wound up in the situation.
But you'd been working as a prostitute for a while before then, hadn't you?
I was doing real good monetarily. Yeah. I was making hand over fist of money. I was doing real good. The only problem that happened is when Saudi Arabia came in, all my clients started going to Desert Storm and going to the bases and training and getting ready to go overseas and do that deal in Kuwait. And so I lost a lot of my regulars, and Tyra told me, well, why don't you go out there and do your strangers again like you did from the beginning when I started hooking. And I thought, I can deal with my regulars I have now, but I only make about 100, 150 a week.
Did you feel that Tyra was into it for
But Tyra
money
wanted me to
well?
bring in 700 or 1,000 a week. What?
Did you feel Tyra was into it for money as well?
Well, now I look at it, yes, definitely. She was using me monetarily. So was my first lover before Tyra. I bought her a pressure cleaning business and everything, and she took off 2 months after I bought it for her.
And now Steve and Aileen as well.
Everybody.
Why do you think?
It must be the economy, man.
Why do you think?
Everybody seems like they just care about the money. They don't care about me. Aileen Wuornos killed 7 people. She deserves to die. Who gives a darn? Let's make some money and forget about her. But that's not the point. I say it's this. The principle is self-defense. They say it's the number. I say it's the principle. The heck with what... It has nothing to do with the number killed. It's the principle. But they're saying, if there's a number, no. Self-defense is self-defense no matter how many times it is. I don't care if it's 100 times. I never provoked those guys. I never provoked them. I never showed any provocations whatsoever. It was very nice, very decent, very clean, very ladylike. I didn't even swear in front of my clients. And a lot of my clients, I talked about Jesus and I talked political. Both mixed together, and we never argued. So there was no provocation whatsoever. There was no need for them to look for the closest weapon in the vehicle and try to use it on me to rape me. 2 did, 5 tried.
How
Are you guys ready for me?
Do you want 3 minutes? You want to...
2 or 3 more minutes.
2 or 3 more minutes. Okay. Don't want to break any more rules from here.
So what are you guys going to do? Are you going to try to investigate some of this jazz?
Yeah, we will.
If you guys can look for the Republican Pictures contract.
I just got 487 to figure out landlord can dispute on.
You've got it. Right there. If you can find that, that'll set me a new trial for a Supreme Court. Wow.
The Republic Pictures?
Yeah, Republican Pictures. That's where they're working at. Overkill movie. If you can find the contract, they're dead meat.
Well, you're saying that they wanted to...
The police officers appointed an attorney to negotiate with the various movie companies after Lee was arrested. the same attorney also represented the interests of Tyria Moore in these discussions.
They made up in their mind, she's a serial killer. We're going to, even if she's innocent, we don't care. We're going to make the public believe she's a serial killer. But anyway, that's what said. That you're going to, two things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get the public to believe that she's a serial killer, and you're going to have to get her convicted in order to get this movie to go.
We're going to be in Ocala over the next couple of days, and we'll try and ask the police their involvement in it.
Good.
And then we'll come back and see you again on Tuesday.
Great, because see, what was I going to say?
We tried to contact the police officers Lee mentioned, but they declined comment. Upstate Attorney's report concluded there had been no exchange of contracts or money between the police and Republic Pictures.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Take care of yourself. I hope to see you soon.
When we returned for our Tuesday meeting with Lee Wuornos, the prison informed us we were no longer welcome. They cited our previous security violation.
Maybe I'll look better next time. I'll get my commissary today some mascara and a brush.
Shortly after we left, it was discovered that Richard Mallory, Lee Wuornos' first victim, had spent 10 years in an institution for attempted rape.
Thank you.
Should there be an appeal, Steve Glazer will not be in charge of the case. Several months after we left, the Hollywood movie discussions reportedly caught up with the police. Sergeant Munster and Captain Binniger have both been transferred out of the Criminal Investigation Division, and here, Sheriff Moreland is announcing the resignation of Major Dan Henry following the bugged phone conversation he had about the Wuornos movie deals.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most unpleasant things I've ever had to do. And I'll read to you a release. On November the 10th, 1992, Major Dan Henry resigned as Chief of Staff of the Marion County Sheriff's Office after being notified of an investigation being conducted by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The investigation was requested by Sheriff Don Moreland and Sheriff-elect Ken Ergel after information was received by the Sheriff's Office from Attorney Bill DeCarlis in behalf of his client, Deputy Bruce Munster. The investigation being conducted by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement centers around taped telephone conversations made by Deputy Munster between he and Major Henry involving the Aileen Wuornos case. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement...
There's speculation that if it is found the officers did receive money, all Lee Wuornos' death sentences could be overturned.
The Sheriff's Office, car.
Could I speak to Sheriff Moreland, please?
Sir, I'm sorry, the Sheriff is not in right now. Can I take a message and have him call you back?
Superintendent Butler, please.
Superintendent's office.
Oh, hello. Could I speak to Superintendent Butler, please?
He's not in his office at the moment. May I take a message?
Yes, I'm trying to get hold of Tricia Jenkins, please.
Hold on just a minute. Sir, she's in the courthouse at this time. Could I ask her to give you a call back when she returns? Sheriff's office, can I help you?
Yes, it's Nicholas Broomfield calling back for Sheriff Moreland.
I'm afraid he's not available right now.
Any idea when he might be back?
No, sir, I really don't know.
Is he coming back today?
I'm really not sure. He has been given your messages, sir. Superintendent's office.
Oh, hello. I'm calling back for Superintendent Butler.
He is in a meeting right now, Mr. Broomfield. It will be at least 2 hours.
Uh-huh.